YAHAWAH, RAWCHAA, YAHAWAH, YAHAWAH, RAWCHAA, BAHASHAM, QADASH. All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the AHCHYAM doing and pushing this word in honesty, truth, and sincerity. Now this one's about those guys out there who are quote unquote black only Israelites, okay? This what's being happening right now in the world is the spirit of YAHAWASHI is flowing through everywhere, man. There's no hiding, there's no denying, nah, man. The jig is up, okay? We already know through the scriptures, okay, that this is that all these prophecies and all these things happening in the world is all through the scriptures of what YAHWASHI has said is going to happen, okay? So all these people out here, if you're hearing the word of YAHWASHI and it's clicking with you, okay, the scriptures do say many are called and few are chosen, right? But if this is clicking with you and, you know, you got these guys out there saying, oh, it's only for so-called black people, when that's a bullshit lie, okay? But if you find yourself as a so-called white man and you hear this word and it's clicking with you, more than likely you're an Israelite, okay? Stop looking in the mirror and doubting yourself, because that's another demon, doubt demon, okay? You got these guys out here casting doubt demons on people, man. Because people are listening and they're saying, well, you know, these guys are saying, no, you gotta be so-called black. And this is only attaining to so-called black people, which is BS, man. Okay? Let's get into the scriptures. I got some scriptures written down here. Let's get into some scriptures. Okay? Let's go into 1 John. Let's go into John chapter 17. In John chapter 17 and 17, here where it says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Okay? So the searching, or the so-called soul searching, okay, when the men of the Lord, when we're speaking these words, okay, onto the people, okay, the whole world, the searching is being done through, you know, when we're speaking these words, okay, when it's going out to the whole world, okay, the oikomen, and it's basically plucking out the elect, you know. Many are called, few are chosen, once again. Because many people are going to come and going to say, oh, that sounds sweet, that sounds good, that, you know. But there's a lot of bad fish that you got tossed back. And only the elect are going to adhere to the one true message, the true gospel, okay, of YAHWASHI. And they're not going to stare off and go teach another doctrine. They're not going to go teach something else that's, you know, oh, it's only Negroes. That's BS, okay? So the searching, YAHWASHI said to us to just speak these words, not go beat people with the Bible, slap people up, you know, threaten people. No, speak the words, man. And through his words, okay, through his words, it's gonna go into the ears of the elect, okay? Are those who are calling to do this work, okay? It's going to go into their ear and something's going to click with them, okay? And what's going to click with them is the spirit of YAHWASHI, okay? Going to Romans. I don't have much recording minutes on the phone. It's like 15 minutes. So I'll keep my speech to a few, you know. Romans 8 and because we're really supposed to just speak with the scriptures anyways, you know. We're not supposed to vain opinions and vain railing and accusations and, you know, all of that's foolishness, man. YAHWASHI knows who his sheep are, okay? Regardless of what so-called color you might think that they are or whatever, you know. That's just hindering the brothers who are supposed to come and do this work, man. You know, once again, the doubt demon, trying to throw some doubt demons at them. You know, Romans chapter 8 and verse 11. But if the spirit, Romans chapter 8 and verse 11, but if the spirit of him that raised up YAHAWASHI from the dead, from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Mashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit, by his spirit that dwelleth in you. Okay? So this is all attaining onto the spirit, man. The flesh profited nothing. Okay? In Ecclesiastics tells you right here that Ecclesiastes 12 and 7 that body that you're in, all it's gonna do is just hit the earth, man. Hit the earth, and then your spirit goes back to the Most High who gave it. Okay. Ecclesiastics, okay, 12 and 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Okay? So all these people, they don't understand. A body without a spirit is dead, you know? Okay? So this is all the spirit that's coming into that body. Okay? Let's say you have 10 bodies out there, and the Lord chose just three specific like nations. Okay? So these 10, you know, you got 2 and 2 and 2, 6 of them that, you know, look the same. They look twins, right? But then you have the rest of the 4 that looks like them, but at the same time they're a mix, or not a mix, Salakia. They're that nation, that nation, that nation, but you can't tell because they look like so-called that one, and then you would mistake that one for this one. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just look at somebody and judge. Let the words of Yahawah Yahawashi do the you know, do the judging when it comes to, is that guy Israelite or is that guy Israelite? You can't just look across the street and be like, that guy ain't no Israelite, that guy ain't no Israelite. Speak the words, okay? Because when we speak the words and then somebody starts, you know, bugging out and doing all this weird shit and then going into certain doctrines, he that is spiritual, what does it say? Judgeth all things, right? So let's go back into this. Romans 8 and 14, for as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. Okay? So if you're, like I said, once again, you're feeling this, you're reading this, you're getting our understandings, okay? You might look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm so-called white, or oh, I'm so-called Chinese, or oh, I'm so-called Indian, you know, Elam. Don't look at your facely appearance, man. Because it's the inner, okay? That face shit ain't nothing, okay? Once again, you don't know what's inside the egg, okay? Till it cracks out. You could try and guess. You could be like, oh, that's a chicken egg. That's a this egg, so it should be so and so and so. But no, until that egg cracks, and then, you know, whatever comes forth, right? I'm just using it as a metaphor, okay? Romans 8 and 16, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God, okay? So the Spirit, once again, this is dealing with the Spirit, man. Not, oh, our flesh beareth witness that our flesh is the flesh of those who are of the past. Nah, it's the Spirit, yo, okay? Because you could pop up 100 years later looking like a so-called white man, yo, okay? And you're an Israelite, Chinese man, so-called Chinese, so-called Indian, okay? So-called Japanese, right? A so-called African. You could pop up looking like these people, yo. Because it's from the father's bloodline where he goes and lays his seed. and then that son, and then that son. And the famous thing we like to say, Blake Griffin, right? You know, not the famous thing, but you know what I'm saying, like a prime example, Blake Griffin. Okay. Let's go into 1 Corinthians, because this isn't about face value of people. Let's go look at their faces. No, this is spiritual, man. Okay, we're gonna get into that right now. 2 Corinthians 10, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10. But God have revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. Okay? So you gotta understand, this is all led by the Spirit. This is all by the Spirit, man. So looking at somebody and saying, this guy's a so-called white man, this guy's a so-called Chinese, you don't know. Speak the words onto them, okay? This isn't about, let's go out there and look for people who look like Mike Tyson, Shaft, all that bullshit. Nah, man. That's foolishness, okay? Foolishness. What was the next one? Verse 13. Going into verse 13, 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Okay? And isn't it a spiritual thing to actually go into these scriptures and understand, get the deep sayings and parables, you know, dark sayings, okay? That's obtaining onto the spiritual, man. Okay? So this isn't led by no, just because you look so-called black, that you're Israelite. That's it. It's sealed. Nah, man. This is all being led through the Spirit, okay? So yeah, comparing spiritual things with spiritual, and you know, it goes on to say the natural man, he won't get that revealed to him, because there's nothing up here, yo. It's not clicking, okay? All that's up here is out there. You understand? All that's out there, you know, all that worldly shit is in here for them. But for us, the unseen is all in here, coming from here, through the Spirit of YAHAWASHI, okay? Not, oh, I just saw this guy in the corner, and I was like, no, man. No. We're not watching a man. We're not like, oh, yo, did you see what his garment is? Yo, can I get a garment like that? Look, none of that, man. We know this is all spiritual, man. And we're seeing the things that are happening in the world, which is prophecy coming straight out of the scriptures, okay? Let me go into, I'm going to close out. I got like 3 more scriptures to close out. Proverbs 1st chapter. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall obtain unto wise counsels. Okay? So a man out there who might look like a so-called Chinese man, whatever, etc. Okay? And he hears his words, and all of a sudden he stops, and he says, no, this is the way. Okay? And they're all looking at him like, this guy's crazy. You're going to go follow those so-called black guys, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Native Americans, you know? This guy's crazy, you know? No, he's a spiritual man. He starts comparing spiritual things with spiritual things. Meanwhile, you guys are out in the world looking at booty shaking videos and who's the next hot top wife or whatever the fuck it is, okay? So you guys are foolish. You guys like to run into foolishness, okay? We stick here. That's it, okay? There's a live on. Get on the live, you know? There's a video up, watch a video. You didn't do a video, make a video, okay? Do the work of YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI, feed the flock, okay? Because you don't know, you make it as a little video epistle, okay? You feed in here and there, okay? The spirit is like the wind, man. Is that John 3:8, I think? Let me just